So what's going on, guys? My name is MrDalekJD. Thank you for joining me, where today, my friends, we are going to be going over 5 times that Treyarch has trolled the community and absolutely fooled us to smithereens. Now, today is April Fool's Day, and it's probably been quite a few videos related to zombies which has fooled you, but don't worry, over here we're going to be looking at the ways that Treyarch has trolled us over the years with Black Ops Zombies. Let me know down below in the comment section if you've known of any of these times that Treyarch has fooled us, and if you've been fooled today, or if you haven't been fooled, let me know as well, and smash that thumbs up button if you've pulled a prank on someone today on April Fools. And if you're watching this after April Fools, well, go ahead and leave a like rating anyway if you enjoyed the video. But we're kicking things off with the number 5 spot, which is the transit horse. This is probably something which you guys are like, what on earth is this? And this relates to something which someone at the time who technically was part of Treyarch, he is an actor, he plays Sergeant Frank Woods in Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2. He has a YouTube channel and created a bunch of videos before Black Ops 2 came out, and he dissected the transit trailer, and well, I'll let the footage talk for itself.
To your right, here is what appears to be some power generation equipment. Transformers, bushings, electrodes up there. And here, of course, is a huge electric arcing. Looks like a little zombie, doesn't it? Now, right after that comes an electrical explosion. Boom. And this is there. Maybe it's a hint at a possible weapon. Maybe it's a mystery weapon. It's in there for a reason. And I can't tell you exactly what it is because that's an NDA violation. But it also distracts you from this right here, which I find very interesting. It's a guy and a horse, right? A guy and a horse. Any idea what they're there for? Give me some comments. Love to hear what you think. There's horses and Black Ops 2 here.
Now, how ridiculous is this? Back in the day, everyone was losing their minds. Mainly because 1, they couldn't see a horse in that screenshot, and 2, because it was so idiotic to try and believe that a horse was actually going to be in a zombies map. Now, since he was technically part of Treyarch, he was part of the game, we thought he was giving off some hints that we didn't know about, because obviously he's worked on the game, and a lot of people, including myself at first, believed that he was talking the truth there when he was mentioning that there was a horse. But let's be real, could you ever imagine a zombies map where you ride a freaking horse? It just sounds so chaotic. And I think poor Sergeant Frank Woods is getting a little bit confused, because he does actually ride a horse in one of the campaign missions, so horses are in Black Ops 2, but they're definitely not in zombies. But we can all have a laugh and a little chuckle over this one. Even just thinking about it makes me laugh. Transit would be such a better map if it had a horse in it, but alas, we had what we got. Anyway, let's move on to number 4. The number 4 spot is going to the Moon Space Dog Easter egg. Now, if you guys have no idea what this is, let's take a look at some classic footage, which is from my good friend MC Sports Hall.
That it's all sexy looking, it's all orange, but I'm unfortunately bringing you guys some kind of disappointing news. We have still not been able to find the dog. At least I haven't been able to find it. My friend said he found it. He was on level 32. He was on solo. He came back here, and there was a normal-looking dog that was just following him around. It wasn't on fire. It wasn't a hellhound. It was just a normal-looking dog, but I don't know if it was just a glitch or that was actually the dog, the spacesuit dog that I was talking about, that people have said something about. I still have not seen anything on YouTube that shows the dog or says anything else about it. But so far, I'm going to have to say, right now I'm about 80% sure that it's not true anymore. I can't find it. Maybe it's only on solo because maybe you want a companion. I don't know, something like that.
Poor Matt. You heard there where he said he couldn't find the space dog, but one of his friends said that they found it on solo in round 32. So there was a weird bunch of myths going on around Moon's release of other Easter eggs to find, and one of them was the space dog. It's like you'd go back to Area 51 at some point in the game, there'd be the space dog that you could buy for like 50,000 points or something like that, and it would apparently do something. Now, Pizza kind of threw me under the bus here. He made a video where he was debunking this and showed that even I got fooled, but I didn't get fooled. I made a video 2 days before Matt where I called it myth tested, where I tested if this myth was correct, but Matt's video made it out to be that he really did find the space dog and it was hidden within Area 51, and as you can see, the video has just hit over 1 million views and is one of the biggest like longest running memes inside of Call of Duty Zombies. There is 1,000,000% no moon space dog, there never will be, and it sparked a lot of funny things. There's even some mods for Black Ops Zombies where the dog rounds are replaced with dogs that are space dogs, so that is just amazing. Coming in at the number 3 spot is Treyarch trolling us with PhD Flopper inside of Black Ops 2. Now, you guys may not have been around during the Black Ops 2 journey, so you didn't feel the pain of PhD Flopper being missing from the game until Origins. Now, of course, we got it in Origins, it's pretty damn good, but before then, we really wanted PhD Flopper, and we just weren't getting it at all. Transit, we didn't see this thing at all. It literally didn't exist within Transit, but Die Rise is where Treyarch really got their troll on. And if you guys remember going down the elevator, if you slow down time as you're going down the elevator and pause, you can see there is a level in this building where PhD Flopper resides. Now, unfortunately, you can just see the PhD Flopper machine. You physically can't get into it. Even in theater mode, it's blocked off, so it's literally impossible to get hold of PhD Flopper inside of Die Rise. And I mean, PhD Flopper would have been so damn good. Imagine if you leapt off like a high point of a building and managed to land underneath onto a lower point, and you had PhD Flopper. You'd just instantly cause an explosion. You'd have no damage. It'd be absolutely overpowered as heck and really fun. But nope, Treyarch were like, nope, we're not going to let you. We're going to tease you and show you the goods, but we're not going to let you have it. So we're like, okay, maybe this is the only time they're going to do it. DLC 2 rolls around and Mob of the Dead. What do they do this time? They threw PhD Flopper onto the dock, so you can basically look at it, but you definitely can't get it. A load of people thought maybe if we use the Hell's Retriever, we could retrieve the PhD Flopper machine and be able to use it, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. But Treyarch were like, hey, I know you guys aren't happy that we didn't put PhD, so we added it to Cell Block Grief. Like that's gonna help anything. And finally, we jump over to Buried, the best map ever, and they add it in as a perma perk. Yeah, so you can pretty much lose this pretty damn quickly without realizing it, and you've got to just jump from high points and nearly die just to get a semi-permanent PhD Flopper. So that's coming at number 3 as Treyarch trolling and teasing, basically dangling a carrot, and we just couldn't ever grab it. Coming in at the number 2 spot is something which is even talked about right now. This thing kind of went to bed a little while ago, and it's finally being awoken from its slumber due to there being a lot of hype around Shadows of Evil, and this, my friends, is the Apothicon Servant upgrade. Now, this is a really cruel mistress in all of the Treyarch trolls that they could have possibly done, because they add in an upgrade which we can get through a glitch right at the start of the game's launch, and it didn't really feel natural doing this method. It felt like this was not intentional whatsoever, and I guess my inkling was right because they patched it pretty darn quick, but it's the fact that there is a whole full-fledged quest which we simply can't do because there is no way to actually start it within the way the map is set out right now. There is a ton of hints and clues inside of the map's files, including these cocoon spawn locations, all these little steps involving some pods and putting the actual Apothicon Servant inside of these pods. There's loads of sound cues as well, which when translated make out a full-fledged quest that we can understand in pure plain English, but it simply does not exist at all. And you know what? It's the fact that Jason was pulling our strings throughout the entire Black Ops 3 season by saying that we can't upgrade it inside of Shadows of Evil, and we had no idea he was actually referring it to being you can upgrade it inside of Revelations. And as funny as it is, the upgraded Apothicon Servant in Revelations isn't as strong as the one that exists in the files of Shadows of Evil, so it looks like this is just one troll that we are never going to see. And for our number 1 spot, it is the staffs returning in Black Ops 3 Zombies. Now, this was a direct troll from the man himself, Jason Blundell. I asked him a question if the staffs would return, and if you guys haven't seen the clip, let's play it now.
Will we ever see them again? I think we will see them again. Okay. That's a good answer. Yeah. I'm excited now. Yeah.
So as you can see, he says, I'd like to think so. And obviously, I was extremely excited. Everyone in the community was extremely excited to see staffs because it makes sense. Origins started with the staffs. They were copies of the original staffs, so it's like, hey, we got to get the original staffs inside of Revelations, and we get some cutouts of our characters holding the staffs and the end cutscene of our characters holding the staffs. No actual staffs whatsoever. It's the fact that it was hyped up for at least a month and a half, and this is direct from Treyarch themselves rather than it be something which exists in the game. It's something we heard from Treyarch's word of mouth themselves, and we just got absolutely trolled when it came to us actually getting them. I feel like Revelations would have been a much better map if there was some sort of elemental wonder weapons which were, you know, just like Origins. It's like specific for elemental wonder weapons. They could have done the bows. I mean, the bows kind of were a substitute staffs for the Horizon Drag, but I think they went too hard too early, and they should have saved those for Revelations. But alas, all we got was the Apothicon Servant and the Thunder Gun, and that brings it to be one of the biggest trolls, just because people really wanted the staffs, and like me included, I still want them, and people still think that they might be in there, but trust me guys, they aren't. But that is going to wrap up these 5 times that Treyarch has completely fooled us and made us look like silly little people. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that thumbs up button down below. Make sure to subscribe as well for more zombie videos like this one. I thought rather than playing an April Fool's on you guys, I wouldn't be that predictable. I'd bring you something a little bit more fun and lighthearted. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and let me know any other trolls that you have personally been affected by Treyarch, and until next time, I will catch you guys later.